You might be wondering how a gutter disaster happened and how it affected my kitchen. Well, let me tell you, it was not a fun experience at all. It all started with a heavy rainstorm that hit our area last week. The rain was pouring down so hard that I could barely see outside. I thought everything was fine until I heard a loud thud from the kitchen. I ran to the kitchen and saw water gushing from the ceiling. It was like a waterfall in there. The water was splashing everywhere, soaking the cabinets, the countertops, the appliances, and the floor. I was shocked and scared. I didn't know what to do. I quickly grabbed some buckets and towels and tried to catch the water and dry the surfaces. But it was too much. The water kept coming and coming. I realized that the gutter on the roof must have been clogged or damaged by the rain. The water had nowhere to go but inside my house. I called my husband and told him what was happening. He said he would come home as soon as possible. He also called a plumber and a roofer to fix the problem. But it took them a while to get here because of the traffic and the weather. By the time they arrived, my kitchen was a mess. The water had damaged the ceiling, the walls, the cabinets, the countertops, and some of the appliances. The floor was flooded and slippery. Everything was wet and ruined. The plumber and the roofer worked hard to stop the leak and repair the gutter. They said that the gutter was clogged with leaves, twigs, and debris that had accumulated over time. They also said that the gutter was not properly pitched or installed, so it couldn't drain the water efficiently. They advised me to clean and maintain my gutters regularly to prevent this from happening again. They also suggested installing gutter guards or screens to keep out debris and reduce clogging. It took them several hours to finish their work. They did a great job, but they couldn't undo the damage that had been done to my kitchen. I had to call an insurance company and a restoration company to deal with that. The insurance company sent an adjuster to assess the damage and estimate the cost of repairs. The restoration company sent a crew to clean up and dry out my kitchen. They removed all the wet materials, sanitized everything, and installed fans and dehumidifiers to prevent mold growth. They told me that it would take several weeks to restore my kitchen to its original condition. They said that they would have to replace some of the cabinets, countertops, appliances, and flooring. They also said that they would have to repaint the ceiling and walls. I was devastated by this news. I loved my kitchen. It was my favorite room in the house. I had spent a lot of time and money to make it beautiful and functional. And now it was gone. I felt angry, sad, frustrated, and helpless. I blamed myself for not taking care of my gutters better. I blamed the weather for being so unpredictable. I blamed fate for being so cruel. But then I realized that blaming wouldn't help me at all. It would only make me feel worse. I decided to look at the bright side of things. At least no one was hurt by this disaster. At least we had insurance to cover most of the expenses. At least we had a place to stay while our kitchen was being fixed. I decided to be grateful for what I had instead of focusing on what I lost. I decided to be optimistic about the future instead of dwelling on the past. I decided to be hopeful that my kitchen would be even better than before after this ordeal. And that's how a gutter disaster happened and how it affected my kitchen.